a secret that could change everything. The world was captivated by Diana, the people's princess, a woman whose warmth and compassion touched millions. But what if there was more to her story than we ever imagined? A hidden figure in Diana's life, quietly watching from the sidelines, has now stepped into the light with revelations that could change everything we thought we knew. Lady Jane Fellowes. Diana's older sister has always been a mystery. While Diana's life was lived under the relentless glare of cameras, Jane preferred the shadows. For years she remained silent, even as the world demanded answers. But behind closed doors, Jane played a vital role, a steady hand during moments of chaos, a confidant in Diana's most vulnerable times. Now, Diana's niece, Laura Fellowes, has come forward with a story no one saw coming. It's a tale of heartbreak, unanswered questions, and quiet strength. She recounts the fateful night of Diana's death, the chaos that followed, and the secrets the royal family may have fought to bury. Laura's decision to break her silence isn't just about setting the record straight. It's about reclaiming a legacy that for too long has been overshadowed by speculation, scandal, and mystery. As Laura's revelations unfold, they raise a single question: what else is the royal family hiding? And how far will they go to protect the image of the monarchy? Stay tuned, because the story is only beginning. The Hidden Spencer, Lady Jane's untold story. While Diana's name became synonymous with compassion and grace, her sister, Lady Jane Fellowes, was quietly shaping the narrative behind the scenes. Unlike Diana's life in the spotlight, Jane's world was one of discretion and quiet influence. For decades, she chose to stay away from the cameras, but her presence in Diana's life was more profound than most people realize. Lady Jane grew up in the same aristocratic household as Diana, but their paths diverged sharply. Where Diana embraced a public role as a royal icon, Jane opted for a private life, avoiding interviews and public appearances. Her reserved nature made her a steadfast pillar of support for Diana during the most tumultuous moments of her life. In 1997, everything changed.
We have reports from Paris that Diana, Princess of Wales, has been killed in a car accident.
When Diana tragically passed away, it was Jane, alongside her sister Lady Sarah McCorquodale, who traveled to Paris with Prince Charles to bring Diana's body home. It was a moment of unimaginable grief. Yet Jane carried herself with quiet dignity, showing the world the strength of the Spencer family. Over the years, Lady Jane became a crucial figure for Diana's sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. She was there for their weddings, christenings, and major milestones, always offering a sense of stability. Insiders say her calm presence has even helped bridge divides within the family, though she's never sought recognition for it. But why is Lady Jane stepping forward now? Some believe she wants to ensure that Diana's legacy remains untarnished, especially during a time of division within the royal family. Her decision to speak out comes not as an act of rebellion, but as a testament to her loyalty to Diana's memory and the values they both held dear. What Jane reveals next could redefine everything we know about Diana's life and her impact on those closest to her. A night of tragedy, Laura Fellowes' emotional journey. The night of August 31, 1997 is seared into Laura Fellowes' memory, a haunting mix of confusion, heartbreak, and unanswered questions. While the world mourned the loss of Princess Diana, Laura experienced the tragedy in a deeply personal way. Away from the cameras, but no less impacted by the chaos that surrounded it. Laura, the daughter of Lady Jane Fellowes, was at home that fateful evening when the phone rang. Her mother's anxious voice on the other end delivered the first cryptic hint that something had gone terribly wrong. Diana had been in an accident. Details were scarce, and every update seemed to contradict the one before it. Laura spent the night glued to the television, watching as the news unfolded, piecing together a narrative that felt both surreal and devastatingly real. When confirmation came that Diana had not survived, Laura felt an overwhelming sense of helplessness. Questions swirled in her mind. How could someone so full of life, so loved by millions, be gone in an instant? Anger mixed with grief, as she wondered why Diana wasn't better protected, and why the official response felt so disorganized. As her mother and aunt flew to Paris to bring Diana's body home, Laura was left in London, grappling with an intense mix of emotions. The media frenzy only made things worse, turning a deeply personal tragedy into a global spectacle. It was a moment that would define her perspective on the loss and on the institution that seemed more concerned with preserving its image than providing clarity. This night of anguish became a turning point for Laura. It ignited a quiet determination to honor Diana's legacy, not through headlines or interviews, but by standing with her cousins William and Harry and preserving the memory of the aunt she had adored. What Laura shares about that night now shares new light on the heartbreak that shaped her family's journey. Theories and cover-ups. What are they hiding? The tragic death of Princess Diana stunned the world, but almost immediately it became shrouded in mystery. Official reports pointed to a combination of driver error and relentless paparazzi as the causes of the fatal crash in the Paris tunnel. However, not everyone accepted this explanation. Over the years, whispers of a royal cover-up have only grown louder. One of the first points of suspicion was the confusion on the night of Diana's death. Conflicting reports about her condition left even those closest to her uncertain. Some insiders recall the chaos of trying to discern the truth amidst the swirl of misinformation. It raised a troubling question. If such basic details were unclear, what else might have been obscured? Adding fuel to these theories were Diana's own words. Before her death, she confided in close friends and even recorded tapes expressing fears for her safety. In one infamous note, she allegedly claimed there were plans to harm her, making her death feel even more unsettling in hindsight. The 2007 inquest into the crash concluded that Diana and her companion Dodi Fayed were unlawfully killed due to the reckless actions of their driver and the paparazzi. But for some, the jury's findings didn't close the case. Critics argue that not all aspects of the tragedy were fully explored, leaving room for doubt and speculation. The Spencer family, while discreet, has quietly pushed for transparency. Their insistence on thorough investigations has fueled further curiosity about what might still be hidden. Was it merely a tragic accident, or is there more to the story? For Laura Fellows, the persistent rumors have been both frustrating and painful. Her perspective on these theories adds a deeply personal layer to a mystery that continues to captivate the world. With her voice now joining the conversation, new questions may emerge, and long-held secrets might finally come to light. Althorp's feud, the Spencer family's rift. At the heart of the Spencer family's history lies Althorp, their grand ancestral estate and the final resting place of Princess Diana. It's a place steeped in tradition and reverence, but beneath its serene exterior, Althorp has also become a symbol of deep divisions within the family. Tensions have simmered for years, and disagreements about how best to honor Diana's legacy have brought those rifts into sharper focus. After Diana's death, Althorp took on an even greater significance. It became not only a tribute to her memory but also a source of contention among her siblings. Lady Sarah McCorkledale, Lady Jane Fellows, and Charles Spencer, the 9th Earl Spencer. Each had their own vision for how to preserve the estate's history while honoring Diana's global impact. Lady Sarah, known for her charitable efforts, has often advocated for a respectful approach that highlights Diana's humanitarian legacy. Lady Jane, ever the private figure, believes in maintaining a quiet dignity that avoids over-conceptualization. Meanwhile, Charles, as the estate's steward, has faced criticism for prioritizing modernization and public engagements, which some see as diminishing the estate's tranquility. Althorp has become a flashpoint for deeper family tensions, particularly as Diana's memory continues to influence the public and the royals alike. Insiders say disagreements over hosting public events at the estate and its role in representing Diana's legacy have occasionally sparked heated debates. These disputes have been complicated further by the ongoing rift between William and Harry, with some family members fearing that Althorp could unintentionally fuel their division. Despite the challenges, one thing remains clear: Althorp holds a profound emotional weight for the Spencers. It's not just a historic estate, it's a living reminder of Diana's legacy, her untimely death, and the complex dynamics of a family forever in the public eye. Whether these rifts can be healed remains an open question, but the stakes couldn't be higher. Laura's silence, protecting Diana's legacy. For years, Laura Fellows remained silent about the night Princess Diana died and the whirlwind of events that followed. While her mother, Lady Jane Fellows, and her aunt, Lady Sarah McCorquodale, occasionally stepped into the public eye, Laura chose a different path, one of discretion. Her silence wasn't just a personal choice, it was a shield, a way to protect Diana's memory and the family from further media intrusion. Growing up in the shadow of Diana's towering legacy was no easy task. Laura saw firsthand the relentless scrutiny her cousins William and Harry endured after their mother's death. She knew that even the smallest comment could spark a media frenzy, and she refused to contribute to the spectacle. Instead, she became a quiet pillar of support for her family, staying out of the headlines and focusing on private moments that carried more weight than public statements ever could. Laura's silence also stemmed from a deep respect for her aunt's memory. She admired Diana's commitment to compassion and her ability to connect with people from all walks of life. For Laura, speaking out too soon felt like risking the purity of that legacy, like letting the world reduce her aunt's humanity to another sensational headline. But time has changed Laura's perspective. With William and Harry now adults navigating their own paths and the royal family facing new challenges, Laura feels a sense of urgency. She believes it's time to share her story, not for attention, but to provide clarity and balance. Her voice adds a deeply personal dimension to Diana's legacy, a niece's perspective on love, loss, and the complexities of family in the public eye. Laura's choice to step forward now is rooted in the same principle that kept her silent for so long, protecting Diana's memory while honoring the enduring values her aunt held dear. What she shares next could shift the way we understand one of the most iconic figures in modern history. Diana's private writings, a glimpse into her true self. Throughout her life, Princess Diana was known for her candor, often sharing glimpses of her emotions in interviews and conversations. But beyond the public eye, there were deeper, more intimate reflections, written in private diaries and letters that, to this day, remain a source of intrigue and speculation. These writings offer a raw, unfiltered view of the woman behind the iconic image. According to close friends and family members, Diana's journals were her sanctuary, a place where she could express thoughts she felt the world might never understand. In these pages, she wrote about her struggles with the overwhelming pressures of royal life, the loneliness she endured despite being adored by millions, and her fierce love for her sons William and Harry. She described moments of joy, like teaching her boys the importance of compassion, and heartbreaks that left her feeling isolated and unheard. One entry, reportedly shared with a confidant, described her frustration with the rigid expectations of royal protocol. Another captured her deep sense of fulfillment during her humanitarian work, especially her efforts to destigmatize illnesses like AIDS. The entries paint a portrait of a woman who, despite her struggles, found solace in helping others and dreaming of a life free from the confines of the monarchy. These writings, however, are cloaked in mystery. Some claim they've been locked away by the Spencer family, while others believe they were destroyed to protect Diana's privacy. The question remains, what truths might these diaries reveal about the final years of Diana's life? For Laura Fellows, these writings hold a sacred place in Diana's legacy. They're a testament to her aunt's humanity, a reminder that Diana was more than a princess. She was a woman navigating extraordinary circumstances with strength and vulnerability, leaving behind a legacy that transcends royal tradition. The rift between William and Harry, can it be healed? Princess Diana's greatest legacy lives on through her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. Once inseparable, the brothers now find themselves divided by growing tensions. Their once unbreakable bond has been strained by conflicting priorities, public controversies, and a widening rift that has captivated the world's attention. For the Spencer family, watching this division unfold has been heartbreaking and deeply personal. The fracture began to surface when Harry decided to step back from royal duties and relocate to the United States. His decision was seen by many as a challenge to the monarchy, a stark contrast to William's steadfast dedication to his future role as king. Harry's candid interviews and public revelations only deepened the divide, leaving the world to speculate if reconciliation was even possible. Behind the scenes, Diana's sisters, Lady Sarah McCorkledale and Lady Jane Fellows, have quietly tried to bridge the gap. Both have remained close to William and Harry, attending their major life events and offering unwavering support. Insiders say they've urged the brothers to remember Diana's teachings of compassion and unity, emphasizing the shared loss that once bonded them so tightly. Recent events have shown faint glimmers of hope. Both William and Harry came together to unveil a statue of their mother at Kensington Palace, a rare moment of solidarity that reminded the world of their shared love for Diana. However, the underlying tensions remain, fueled by differing views on duty, tradition, and personal freedom. For Laura Fellows, the rift between her cousins is particularly painful. She remembers the brothers as young boys who found strength in each other after Diana's death. Now, as the family seeks a path forward, the question looms: can Diana's legacy of love and unity help mend the wounds between William and Harry, or has the distance between them grown too vast to overcome? Royal retaliation, the risks of speaking out. In the world of royalty, silence often equals survival. The royal family is an institution built on tradition and discretion, and those who dare to challenge its narrative often face subtle, yet undeniable consequences. For Laura Fellows and the Spencer family, the decision to speak out about Princess Diana's life and legacy comes with significant risks. Over the years, whispers of quiet retaliation have surfaced against those who've stepped outside the royal script. Diana herself often spoke of feeling unprotected and isolated within the firm. Her recorded confessions and leaked letters hinted at the tension she experienced, suggesting that anyone who challenged the status quo could face resistance from powerful forces within the monarchy. For the Spencer family, this reality is not lost. Lady Sarah McCorkledale and Lady Jane Fellows have maintained a careful balance, honoring Diana's memory without stirring undue controversy. Even as they push for transparency in the narrative surrounding Diana's life and death, they are acutely aware of the delicate line they tread. Laura's decision to share her perspective adds a new layer of vulnerability. Her revelations could draw both public support and scrutiny, and the royal family's reaction remains uncertain. While there's been no official backlash, the monarchy has a history of exerting quiet influence to maintain its image. Invitations might dwindle, alliances could shift, and access to certain family connections might subtly fade. Yet for Laura, the risk is worth it. Her motivation isn't to undermine the monarchy, but to ensure that Diana's legacy remains authentic and untarnished. By speaking out, she hopes to bring clarity to years of speculation and honor the values her aunt cherished. As Laura's story unfolds, the question lingers: how will the royal family respond? And what impact will her words have on Diana's enduring legacy? But first, Diana's legacy reclaimed, a new chapter. Princess Diana's story has always been one of resilience, compassion, and transformation. Decades after her untimely death, her legacy continues to inspire millions around the world. Yet, as new voices like Laura Fellows step forward, that legacy is being reclaimed. Not just as a memory, but as a powerful call for authenticity and truth. For Laura, this isn't about stirring controversy or seeking the spotlight. It's about setting the record straight and honoring the aunt she loved dearly. Diana was more than a princess. She was a mother, a humanitarian, and a woman who struggled but never stopped fighting for what she believed in. Laura's decision to share her perspective adds a deeply personal dimension to a story that has often been overshadowed by speculation and scandal. Through her words, Laura aims to bridge the gap between Diana's public image and her private struggles. She hopes to remind the world that Diana's greatest achievements weren't her titles or her fame, but her ability to connect with people on a deeply human level. Whether comforting AIDS patients, challenging outdated traditions, or simply being a devoted mother, Diana's actions spoke volumes about the values she held dear. As Laura's revelations unfold, they have the potential to reshape how future generations view Diana. They also serve as a reminder that behind the grandeur of royalty lies a family grappling with loss, love, and the weight of history. For the Spencers, reclaiming Diana's legacy isn't just about the past. It's about ensuring that her spirit continues to inspire. The story of Diana isn't over. Through Laura's courage, it takes on new life, challenging us all to reflect on the power of compassion, the strength of family, and the enduring impact of one remarkable woman. The question now is, how will the world honor Diana's true legacy moving forward?